Hey guys, it's Mark Phillips with Aftermarket Intel, and today we're going to take a look at Automechanika Frankfurt. It's a huge show in Frankfurt, Germany. It happens every 2 years, and 2020 is the next installment. I put together some stats here just to kind of show you a comparison between what you might expect at Apex and what you might expect at Automechanika. Sorry for the glasses. All right, there's Apex. I averaged just shy of 11,000 steps per day. Now, that's an averaged out, and some days are bigger than others. We've got a big day on Thursday. Thursday's a big day. Wednesday, Tuesday. So that was 2018. So I did this for the purposes of comparison because Automechanica last time was in 2018. Um, let's put, nope, wrong one. Let's put this one. What do you see there? 14,443. Now, almost 50% more, maybe 50% more steps in a day. Now, mind you, you do go do a little sightseeing in Germany while you're there, but honestly, um, most of that time is spent at the show. Now, why is that? Why is there such a difference in steps? And I'll tell you for two reasons. One is that Apex is all pretty compact, even though it's a huge show. It's all basically in one location. It's in the Sands Expo Center. And that is all on two levels and is all pretty in one spot, pretty much in one spot. So you don't have to take a cab to get from one part of the show to another or anything like that. That is not the case with Automechanika Frankfurt. Let me show you something here. 4.3 million square feet indoor exhibition space at the Messe Frankfurt facility. It's basically like a city. If you look at a map, an aerial map, or photograph rather, of the Messe Frankfurt Automechanika show area, in comparison with downtown Frankfurt, I think it's actually larger. I did a comparison the other day and I kind of superimposed one part of the map onto the other, one photo, satellite photo onto the other. Yes, I get that granular about stuff. The area that occupies Messe Frankfurt Automechanica's showgrounds is larger than the core downtown area, which they call Manhattan, because the Main or Main River, in English you'd say Main, in German you'd say Main River, Manhattan, therefore Manhattan. They have a nice tight downtown core area, and that is smaller, by my estimation, than the Messe Frankfurt Fairgrounds, which is just staggering. One of the things you have to know about going to Automechanika Frankfurt is that I made a video recently about comfortable shoes in Apex. That is multiplied by 10 times if you're going to go to Automechanika Frankfurt this September 2020 in Germany. If you do not wear comfortable shoes, you will be punished. Your feet will punish you. So my advice right now is to get the most comfortable pair of walking shoes you could possibly find, because this show, truly like any other, unlike any other, is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? They actually have uh, express shuttles that pick up and drop off at various points within the show. Now, if you've been to SEMA in the United States and Las Vegas, you've also seen this, but these showgrounds in Frankfurt are just astonishingly huge. I actually took a taxi one time to get from one end to the next because I wasn't going to make the meeting on time. And that's another thing. If you're visiting as a buyer and you want to go between booths, please, please, please make sure you allot enough time to get from A to B. It can take you 45 minutes to get from one part of the show to another. Now, the show grounds I mentioned with Apex is, in the Sands Expo Center. It's in one area. Okay, so you're either on the top level or the bottom level. There's not a whole lot of area to get lost. That is not so at Automechanika Frankfurt. There are plenty of places for you to be lost. It is an amazing fairgrounds. It's spread over 12 or 13 different buildings. So get yourself a map, get your bearings, download your maps, do whatever you have to do. Plan out the show every single day and know what you're going to do before you even do it and visualize it. Look on Google Earth and sort of map out where things are. There are plenty of ways to get to the show. You can use your usual ride sharing, or you can use taxis, you can use subways. There are many ways to get to the show. Just kind of map it out before you even get to Germany, and then map it out the night before to just kind of get your bearings, because we all know that when you put together a plan before you get to the show and then when you arrive at the show, it looks different. It feels different. And primarily that's because you're exhausted, especially if you're flying over the Atlantic to get to Germany. It's disorienting. Travel is disorienting. For me personally, I'm sure you've found that to be the same thing. Plus, you're traveling over several time zones. So you're going to be several time zones ahead of North America if that's where you're hailing from. If you're from Europe, the time difference isn't going to be that great, so no big deal. But I would highly advise that you plan out the trip as much as you can so you can kind of iron it out so you don't have these surprises. Anyway, I just thought I'd make this quick video to show you the magnitude of Automechanika Frankfurt and all that you're in store for, or what's in store for you. Make the most of the show, wear comfortable shoes, and by all means, drink plenty of water. Oh, and another thing, I like bags. I like satchels and briefcases and things like that. My advice to you, if you're going to be walking the floor much, is ditch the bag or try to find the lightest gear materials that you possibly can, because in the morning you may look good and feel good with your bag full of all of your essentials for the day, but by the end of the day you're going to be cursing yourself because you will be in pain from carrying that thing all day. If you need convenience stores, the Messe Frankfurt Fairgrounds has plenty of little stores situated here, there, and everywhere. If you do get a blister, there is a convenience store where you can buy water, you can buy soft drinks, you can buy whatever you want. You can buy things for your blisters. So by all means, know that you're not going out into the rainforest for several days. There is civilization there. If you need things, those things are there for you, even though this place is monstrous. So get ready for it, have fun, and I'll see you in Frankfurt.